would be needed or required to have this plan be effectuated. But we wanted to come in front of the Planning Commission and receive your feedback. In our minds, we think we've kind of hit the nail on the head and are providing a solution that can be successful for everyone.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Matt?
I just have a statement. We continue to say 47 homes, yet the decision and order dated November 18th of 2005, on page 3, paragraph 3, subparagraph A, a condition of this approval was a reduction of the number of lots to 46, eliminating lot 47. So it's only 46 homes. This is a signed and notarized document by all the supervisors at that time. It's 46 homes.
Any other questions, thoughts?
Yeah. I think the original plan that was signed off on also called for you to place sewer line 18, that at its maximum depth would be 18 feet and would run and connect to a sewer treatment plant that you would also be responsible to build. And you seem to have neglected that those costs you were going to assume, and now you were trying to roll your expenses that you were going to pay previously into additional density into this development, which doesn't seem to be the sweet spot as you said it was, from our perspective, from the township perspective.
Yeah, so I guess what I'd like to focus on is, I guess, so if we use Linda's math of 46 instead of 47, and we use my assumption that there's 9 or 10 that you could fit on the Schmidt property, that gets us to 55 or 56. And so I guess the question that we have is those additional 4 or 5 houses for the benefit of providing public sewer to potentially some neighboring residents, us building a pump station, a reasonable approach. And we think it is. Obviously, that's why we're here. But obviously, people can feel differently.
What is your estimated cost if you were to dig? What you're allowed to do, if you were to dig from your property to that unit, what's your estimated cost?
So what Mr. Bird's asking is, on the original plan, there was the sewer main came through the property here and then connected into 29 and essentially chased the pipe down. There's a hump in the road right around here. And so we'd have to go about 1,500 feet down 29 towards the circle to get to a point where that would be feasible. And the math we came up with that was $300,000.
And what's your cost for a pump station?
So a pump station, a force main, purchasing the property, all of that is $1.4 million.
What is it without the property?
Without the property, it's roughly 900.
What I can remember from the original project is the fact that there were more than one development in there, and that's past history. That'll never be, we'll never get to that point again because the development was started with THP and some other players in there. It took in 2 projects, and that was the reason. Also, dovetailing with that, later on there was another possibility of building another sewer plant at another location down off the Swamp Creek behind Dow Manning's property, which ultimately the DEP said no connection will be allowed to the Swamp Creek ever. And I think we're trying to go back to the past instead of trying to work toward the future. And I think we have to, personally, what I feel, we have to dwell in the future and not go back to the past. The past is past. It's history. And we have to look forward.
With due respect, Ernie, if we were going with the future, the current zoning would only permit them 33 houses on that parcel of land, not 46.
Well, that's going to change too.
And the only reason this development is configured the way it is is because of the past. The fact that they were grandfathered in under the law that came into place in 2008. So I think, I understand what you're saying, that we gotta be looking forward, but at the same token, the reason they're sitting here offering us a plan with density, housing density at 6,000 square foot per lot is because of the past. And 6,000 square foot would make us a unique township within, as far around as I can find, for R2 zoning. And single-family R2 zoning, you can't find a community that has less than 10,000 square foot that I'm aware of.
Oh, yes, you can. You can find it.
Well, if you-
Which one are you?
if you're
Please tell us.
comparing comparable rural residential, that's an important caveat here.
Well, I don't think a lot of people around here drive much out of Lower Frederick, it seems, because you go down the road here and up the road, you'll find homes built on less than 10,000 square feet.
No,
in
no,
R2
it's
residential
zoning.
district. This is cluster zoning you're talking about.
Yeah, but not,
We did,
yes.
we did look at, sometime in the last year, all the zoning in all the municipalities. I looked at it, I spent time
I look at it too, I know where
to
they're at.
try to find a comparable R2 rural residential zoning. I basically saw that 10,000, which is what we had, was actually probably the smallest. Now, yeah, there are other zoning types which are a lot higher than that, but they weren't described as, they didn't have the same legislative intent as our rural resource zoning.
So I think one of the advantages of smaller lots is if you remember what the other plan looked like. So on this one, we do have more homes, but we also have more open space. So there's a large portion of open space, and just overall, even though there's more homes, there is more open space in this project. In addition to more open space, because there's less road, there's less impervious coverage, means the stormwater facilities don't have to be enlarged as much, and there's a less impact to the stream surrounding the area. So there are some benefits to compacting the community. And I think you'll find kind of throughout Montgomery County that that's something that the county has been suggesting for a number of years, is to compact development in areas as much as possible to create more open space.
Yeah, but that's done by a zoning change that's going to be made by the township, not through a forced action like zoning hearing.
So I think
There's a little difference going
Sure.
on with this dynamic tonight.
Sure, yeah, and I think the zoning hearing board in our mind had allowed for us not to change it. So we've heard over the years loud and clear that the township's not looking to change zoning. But at the same time, we looked at it and said, well, this is an avenue to potentially have a successful project that doesn't necessarily create a precedent from a zoning perspective.
Let me modify what you said. We said we couldn't change zoning with respect to your project because your project is a special circumstance. And that if we change the zoning for your project, that would affect all R2 parcels, giving them in essence a 30% bump in density for all the remaining R2 parcels. And I think we explained that in a couple of meetings.
Yes, and so this doesn't allow that.
Your situation is a special case, which basically presented a challenge for us to try to accommodate that through a zoning change. So the way I see this happening is, obviously the planning commission cannot change the zoning for you. The supervisors cannot change the zoning for you, so your path is to go to zoning hearing board. Our task tonight is to decide whether or not we want to support your application.
Correct.
Pure and simple.
Yeah, obviously, yes, absolutely. And
And
so
then I intend on, we'll have a vote on that.
sure.
And then after we vote on that, I invite you to still stay out here with us and we'll talk about alternatives to what you have tonight. Does that sound all right with you?
Sure, that sounds fair.
Because I think we're committed to trying to work this through. But personally, I'm speaking for myself here, that if we were to recommend your zoning hearing application and get behind it, that would set a precedent throughout our township in terms of how strongly we feel about our zoning.
Sure.
Right? I mean, we have developers tonight from across the street who have done a project and they are within our current R2 zoning. But I think you can understand where I'm coming from, right?
Sure.
Am I misstating anything? I don't
Here,
want to misspeak
here.
for the whole group.
No,
I echo your sentiments that something like that would be really poor move on the planning commission's part, on the township's part, because it, just the logic that Chuck just used. If I'm another developer in a nearby parcel and you were able to leverage pressure upon the township to give you a density of 40%, is a 40% increase, a considerable greater density than you would have been allowed.
I think we're looking for roughly 10%.
Well, I don't care what,
10%.
and it's not 10%, you're going from 10,000 square foot down to
Oh,
6,000.
lot size, yes.
Yeah.
Got it, okay, sorry.
And
Plus
on the
and minus. So basically, I concur with Chuck, I would support.
If I can address that specific issue from a legal perspective. So
You have your name, please.
I'm sorry, your name was?
Can you speak up?
Yes, I'd be happy to. So from the unique aspect of this, and I hear the discussion regarding rezoning and the reluctance to do that, and I understand that because that sets a bigger precedent as far as the R2 zoning in this township. But each zoning application, the law is very clear on it, each zoning application is unique and stands alone, it stands for consideration based on the specific circumstances of the property on which the zoning application is based. So there are some very unique circumstances on this particular property with respect to, again, not going to the past, but the past is relevant to the extent it talks about some of the unique aspects of this property, including the configuration of the property. But all of that is considered by the zoning hearing board in making its decision specific to this property. Because zoning decisions are very different.
No one's saying that they can't build the 46 homes that are already have preliminary approval for. There is no hardship.
Well,
They can get the 46 on the property with the topography the way it is.
the issue is then in terms of the sewer, yes, that's a possible solution.
Nobody's
We
saying
can
they can't put a
we can
sewer
get-
on there and build the 46 homes with their own pump station.
We can build 47 homes with grinder pumps or some other solution, but that's not necessarily a solution that makes sense to everybody. So again, you present a certain set of circumstances to the zoning hearing board. The point that I'm addressing is that a zoning application is unique to this property. It doesn't really set a precedent
But
under
this,
the law.
this
Any other-
particular plan was never submitted to the planning commission, to the county for review, to the board of supervisors. This is in essence a completely new subdivision plan, and you are asking for relief under our current zoning. What you're doing by going straight to the zoning hearing board is you are circumventing the review process outlined in the municipal planning code.
Well, that's not really accurate. So the purpose of the zoning.
And why is it not accurate? Please tell me why.
Because
Tell me
Speak up,
what-
please.
the zoning application, first of all, is given with notice to all neighbors and everybody. But the zoning application is specific to asking for relief for certain aspects of the property. We are here tonight to discuss that zoning application. So yes, it is part of the review process. If the application is approved by the zoning hearing board, that's only the very first step in the process. This developer would have to come back and get approval for the revised plan. It's not the approval of revised setbacks or revised density or any other aspect of the zoning application is not the final word. The developer then takes that approval and those the setbacks that have been approved and the density that was approved and all the other aspects of that application, and it has to come back before this planning commission and the township board for approval of the revised final plan.
Yeah, but you're your request asks for changes to no less than, I think, 9 different rules that exist in our R2 zoning. Okay, and I'll echo what Linda said. I mean, I can't, as, you know, to exercise my responsibility here, I could not stand behind increasing it to 60 homes. If you were under current zoning, you would be entitled to 33 homes. So you're asking to double it, and you already got half as much because you're grandfathered in 2008 or 2005. So, and if you want to build this project, you can build it right now. You already got permission to build it by extending the sewer line, which we talked about, which is, according to the numbers that your person here told us, would be 300,000 versus 1.3 million, if I got the numbers right, something. So if that's what you want to do, I'd be much more in support of that and maintaining 10,000 square foot, so we don't set precedent. I understand you're all the legal stuff that you're telling us, but historically, if somebody sets a precedent like that, it would be a bad move. Even if you can state unique circumstances, the next lawyer will come along and find other unique circumstances. So from my perspective, I can't support, we'll take it in 2 steps then. I can't support anything that gives us more than 46 homes, because there are reasons why I had 47. I can't support getting more than 46 homes under the current circumstances.
Especially with only one access point. That's very dangerous. For that density that you're proposing for 60 homes, it needs 2 access points. Even if you have that emergency access out there, I think there needs to be 2 dedicated entrances and exits within that development.
I mean, we can take this in a 2-step process, like Chuck was kind of alluding to. We'll talk about allowing an increase from 46 to 60 homes, and then if it turns out that we're not willing to get behind something that has 60 homes, then we'll go on to step 2, which is actually talking about various alternatives for you to address your sewer issue for 46 homes, which is what you have said on numerous occasions you were negotiating with us in good faith for the last year or so related to 46 homes on this lot. Is that correct?
That's not correct.
With the engineer?
That's not correct. We've always maintained 47. That was what the preliminary approval said.
We've been back and forth. Let's ignore 46, 47 right now, but we've been negotiating about roughly 46 and a half homes.
47 homes.
Yeah.
Well, if they find 7,000, if they find that 7 acres that they were going to give us before, and then if you give it back to us, that'd be good. But let's say 46 and a half homes. You've had, the engineer concurred, it's been 46 and a half homes. And you never mentioned once, and kind of like, you know, so basically I'm fine talking about the 46 and a half homes and taking care of that, but I can't get behind going to a density at this level and setting a precedent irrespective of what your attorney says, because I do think it would still set a precedent.
So I understand the position. I guess one thing I think that continues to perhaps be lost is that the Schmidt property is roughly 13 acres and could fit roughly 9 or 10 single-family homes. And so how I started was that we were, part of our presentation was that we would deed restrict that against future subdivisions, meaning that that 13 acres would not have 9 or 10 homes on it.
What zone is the 13 acres?
R2.
Okay.
So I guess in my mind, it's not necessarily 46 or 47, it's maybe 56 or 55, something greater.
Come up with a plan to follow the rules and regulations to determine how many homes you can actually put on that parcel and put the homes on that parcel rather than establishing a precedent of having zoning of 6,000 square foot lot homes.
Excuse me, are those 2 parcels contiguous? The one you're looking to purchase and this one, or do they join?
No, it's across the street.
Thank you.
It's this piece here.
Thank you.
All right, is there any more discussion
anything you do with zoning and building and zoning, anything you do, is always precedent setting. Mr. Goldthorpe has come here with a proposal to help us with issues downstream, to help build a sewer plant, buy a piece of ground of approximately 13 acres, and by his word, he is saying he'll leave that deed restricted, which would mean he would probably eventually sell it for a house on approximately, say, 12 and a half acres. Figure half an acre would be a pump station, approximately would be evens. That would give us a lot of ways of taking care of problems on the downside of Salford Road and would help us with that. That's where the precedent comes in here. And he wants to use that as a bartering chip to get additional homes at Melbourne property. And personally, I think it's a good idea. It fits. You might not think it fits on 6,000, but a lot of people today are looking for HOA, homeowner approved developments, and they run like that, and they're on smaller lots, and people like them. And that's where I stand. I could see some other things being done with that parcel, maybe getting some better off-street parking for when there's parties at homes and things like that. But as far as building 60 homes on there, I think it's a good fit for the township. I think we get a byproduct of a lot of additional open space with the project that could be maintained and be treed and have different other things there. And we know there are some shortcomings with some of that open space, but overall, I think it gives us the benefit of additional open space as a bartering chip and a way to handle our effluent discharge from those 60 homes and taking care of future homes or existing homes upstream from the pumping station. That's my opinion. Thank you.
One thing I would like to add, when we're talking about adjacent and close townships and what their R2 zoning and what their minimum lot size is, you have Collegeville, 12,000 square feet, Limerick, 25,000 square feet, Lower Frederick, 10,000 square feet, Lower Providence, 15,000 square feet, Lower Salford, 32,500 square feet, New Hanover, 15,000 square feet, Pennsburg, 10,000 square feet, Perkiomen Township, 30,000 square feet, Red Hill, 10,500, Skipback, 30,000 square feet, Schweinsville, it really doesn't have an R2 zoning, Trout, 20,000 square feet, Upper Frederick, they don't, their minimum is 20,000 square feet and it must contain public water and sewer, Upper Providence, 30,000 square feet, and Upper Salford, again, is 43,560 square feet. So there aren't smaller, these are the townships around us, municipalities around us, and they do not have smaller, they do have smaller lots, but that's R3, R4, and high density zoning. In the low density R2 zoning, Lower Frederick is the smallest and already in all of the units.
I think nobody will hold it.
Good.
Nobody owns it on one side.